Hey YouTube, I'm back. All you followers out there that love all pro football. Got another feature here I wanted to share with you. Actually, two things that I think, actually I'm going to do three. Let's do three in this one. They're very simple, but I'm going to try to go through them quick. So the new version of the editor 1.2 adds something that I think you're going to enjoy, and that's nicknames. So like the game had Pepper Johnson, it had the fridge, it had Night Train Lane. Those nicknames are actually separate fields in the roster file that I was able to unlock, and now you can make use of them. There's only a limited amount of space. I don't track the space in the file, but there's plenty of space to give the the appropriate nicknames. So if you want to create a realistic roster and have nicknames for a small percentage of the players, you can do that, and you should have enough room. And if you don't, let me know. If it breaks or something, let me know. But here's an example. You put Shady McCoy and it'll have Shady, and in the game it'll show him as Shady McCoy, but there are screens where it'll show him as LaShawn McCoy. So you can actually you can actually make that change now. The other thing we have now is the history. It's disabled, but every player now is set to say National Football League. Okay, so in the history, they're all going to see National Football League. If you don't like that, if you want to make it something different, you can do it. You can make it different. You just need to go into the options, and the history is going to basically be set here for every player. So, a lot of space gets taken up by the history. It's hard to control. So I set it to one specific line to save space, and every player will share it. So if you're creating a college football player, you can call him, NCAA or, something like that. Or high school, you could do high school. Here you can just call it NFL if you want, or you can call it National Football League or Mutant League, whatever you want to do. But every player shares it, and this is where you go to edit that. The last thing I'm going to show you is now I've added an overall setting. So this is based on a formula that has the attributes that are appropriate for the position. You can actually see the overall is in the editor now, the very top right, and they'll show you a numerical rating that is set for that player. I'll show you the code real quick that I've added in so you can see the exact code that shows you the formulas that I made. And you don't have to worry about all this code here. Just know that, like, for instance, the QB, if you're a QB, we're going to take your pass accuracy, your pass strength, your coverage, your composure, your consistency. We're going to add those together. Then we're going to take all of your abilities times 4. That's the number that kind of worked for me. So if you have 5 abilities, they'll give you 20 points here, 5 times 4. And then it'll also add in your tier. And every tier has a number. So the gold is the highest number and bronze is the lowest number. I think copper's in there as well. So if I go to so no, it's just silver, gold, and bronze. But for every tier you get some points, and then you'll add that on top. So it's a little bit of an extra boost. So basically, that's how you do the QB. I also added, like, if you're a scrambler and and your speed's over 85, then you get like an overall boost for your speed and your agility and all that. Okay, so I don't want to discount people like Michael Vick or Tyrod Taylor that can run and not give them any points because they can't pass, or because the passing ratings won't show that, right? So if I recognize that you're something over an 85 for agility, scramble, or speed, you're going to get a boost. The other things, like if you're a guard, a tackler, center, I'm just using your strength, your run block, and your pass block, plus the other pieces for the tier and the total. halfback, wide receiver, tight ends. I use speed, agility, run route, break tackle, secure ball. So these are the ones I'm using. If you want to pause the video and take a look, I mean, this is the exact code I'm sharing with you. So, you know, you can take a look and, you know, borrow it if you want to. You know, I don't care if you guys literally freeze and write all this down. It's just a small section here. And these are all the defensive positions. So cornerback, free safety, strong safety. I'm just using speed, coverage, and tackle. So if you guys think there's more like outside linebacker, inside linebacker, I use pass rush and run coverage on top of it. Defensive tackle, defensive end, I use pass rush, run coverage, but I pulled out the coverage for these two because they really don't cover. And then kickers, I just use kick power, kick coverage, kick power, kick coverage for kicker and punter. So that basically gives you the overall. And I'd like to hear from you guys at some point if you think that that's a good formula, if you want to leave some comments, if you think there should be something different that we could use, definitely let me know and I'll make those changes. But so far it looks pretty good, and it's a way to just rank your players and not worry about magically knowing who's better, who's not. You know, your ratings are going to build up to a number, and that number needs to be addressed, or at least, you know, you need to be made aware of it. So this is a good indicator that shows you, you know, where you've ranked these players and how they sit across your team. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time. Later.